Psalms 104, I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only, and he's an extremely jealous El. Excuse me. He's an extremely jealous El, so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And the letter J is about 600 years old. The son of Elohim, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity more than 2,000 years ago. And a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua. And there was no letter J in the Greek, Hebrew, or Aramaic texts, and up to 600 years ago. I strongly believe that the son of Elohim, Yehoshua's name, means YahWeh is salvation, and Yah is short for Yahweh, Yahweh, Yod He Vav He. There's no difference. What is a difference is when people say Dan, Phil, Bob, and Sarah are all the same names because I say so and I can change it to whatever I want. That's a very foolish way of thinking. But Yah, Yahweh, Yahweh is more like Dan, Daniel, Daniel with an E, because Dan is short for Daniel, so it makes sense that it's all just bunched in there. Psalms 104. Oh, and they're getting longer. I'm getting so excited. I just hope they're not genealogies. I'm kind of skimming through them a little bit to make sure they aren't genealogies, but they're nice and long, so they're good. And then 119, that's like almost 10 pages. Well, not 10 pages, but each page has 2 lines, and I consider one line to be one and the other line to be another. So it's 2 lines per page, and so there's almost 10 lines. And then when I say one page, I mean one half of a page. If we want to include the other half of a page, because even this, they go 703 and then 704 because you turn the page. But one whole page, it's, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, it's 2 full pages and a little bit. That's going to be a good read. Hopefully it's not a genealogy. Psalms 104. Bless Yahweh, O my being. O Yahweh, my Elohim, you have been very great. You have put on excellency and splendor, covering yourself with light as with a garment, stretching out the heavens like a curtain, who is laying the beams of his upper rooms in the waters, who is making thick clouds his chariot, who is walking on the wings of the wind, making his messengers the winds, his servants a flame of fire. He established the earth on its foundations, so that it would not totter forever. Totter, Totter. You covered it with the deep as with a garment. The waters stood before the mountains. At your rebuke they flee. At the voice of your thunder they hurry away. They go up the mountains. They go down the valleys to the place which you founded for them. You did not set a boundary. They do not pass over. You do not return to cover the earth, who is sending the springs into the valleys. They flow among the hills. They give drink to every beast of the field. Wild donkeys break their thirst. The birds of the heavens dwell beside them. They sing from between the branches, watering the hills from his upper rooms. The earth is satisfied with the fruit of your works, causing the grass to grow for the cattle and plants for the service of mankind, to bring forth food from the earth and wine that makes glad the heart of man, oil to make the face shine, and bread which sustains man's heart. The trees of Yahweh are satisfied, the cedars of Lebanon which he planted, which the birds do make nests. The stork, Stork, has her home in the fir trees, fir trees. The high hills are for wild goats, rocks a refuge for rock badgers. He made the moon for appointed times. The sun knows it's going down. You put darkness, and it is night. In it all the beasts of the forest creep. The young lions are roaring for prey and seeking their food from El. The sun arises, they withdraw and lie down in their dens. Man goes out to his work and to his labor till evening. O Yahweh, how many have been your works? You have made all of them in wisdom. The heart is filled with your possessions. There is the sea great and wide, in which are innumerable swarms, living creatures, small with great. There do ships go, the Leviathan which you made to play there. All of them wait for you to give their food in due season. You give to them, they gather in. You open your hand, they are satisfied with good. You hide your face, they are alarmed. You take away their breath, they die and return to their dust. You send forth your spirit, they are created, and you renew the face of the earth. The esteem of Yahweh is forever. Yahweh rejoices in his works, who looks on the earth and it trembles. He touches the mountains and they smoke. I sing to Yahweh as long as I live. I sing praise to my Elohim while I exist. My meditation on him is sweet. I rejoice in Yahweh. Let sinners be consumed from the earth, and let the wrong be no more. Bless Yahweh, O my being. Praise Yah. I just want to go to one part here. Where you at? I know I just read it. Where is it at? And plants for the service of mankind, to bring forth food from the earth, and wine that makes glad the heart of man, oil to make the face shine, and bread which sustains man's heart. Talking about plants for the service of mankind. Yah put plants on this earth for us to use, which just supports my belief that natural plants are used as medicine and we don't need big pharma, and that even if you take plants recreationally, it does not mean that you're addicted, because then it's no longer a recreation, it's now an addiction. Like people who smoke cigarettes don't smoke cigarettes because it's recreational, they smoke it because they're addicted. I used to be addicted, trust me. I had a seizure because of how much I smoked. It was insane. And I took yachts, which was a bong, and throw some tobacco in there and maybe some weed on top. It was with weed on top, but because tobacco was so addictive, once I ran out of weed, I literally just started. I was just smoking the cigarettes like crazy, and it was removing the oxygen from my brain, which was making it so that I couldn't move and do things. It was retarded. Why would I want to do that to myself? I don't know. I was addicted. And I went for the next high. I had to get that next hit of tobacco. I almost called it something else, but praise Yah. And praise Yah for getting me out of it. I literally stopped cold turkey, and yeah, the first 2 weeks are the hardest 2 weeks of your life. But I quit while people around me were still smoking. Praise Yah. I could not have done that myself. Trust me, I tried it quite a few times by myself, and sure enough, within a month or so later, I was going right back to it. Praise Yah for my deliverance.